All right, it's the Ron and Don Show, only on the Ron and Don Radio Network. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget, we're licensed realtors powered by Windermere. And if you need help with your life's biggest transaction, or you just want to ride around in a car with Ron, or myself, I'll bring my dog Charlie. Reach out to us. It's Ron Upshaw at Windermere, or Don O'Neill at Windermere.com, and drop us a line, and we'll reach back out to you if you're somewhere in the Pacific Northwest. Chances are we know a nation of realtors of Windermere, and we can help you too. Short show this week because we're not here. Where are you right now?
I'm actually talking to you from Florida.
Oh.
My parents are turning 80. And they probably would hate me for saying that. So my parents are having a significant birthday, and their birthdays are 3 days apart.
Yeah.
And so for probably the last...
Hello, is this on? Ron, I think we lost you. Are you there? Hello?
Hello.
Okay, there you are. Are you pretending to be in Florida right now?
I don't know. It seems like I should be.
Okay.
But no, I'm actually
Where
here.
am I?
You're
Are we on the phone?
also in Florida?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, how about
It's 2 weeks early.
take two?
Okay.
I'm here, but the reason why the show is shorter... No, I don't want to start over.
No, let's start
I
again.
don't think we should start over. I'm just going to say that the show's not going to be as long this week because I'm actually...
But you lied.
I'm in
But
Florida.
you lied.
But when this comes out, I'll be in Florida.
But you're not now. We're taping
Right.
this in your basement.
But I wanted to act like
I thought you were in
was-
therapy.
Okay, so why don't we start over?
Why do you think it's okay to lie to people?
We'll start over. So am I acting like I'm not in Florida?
No, I think we're taping this early because you're going to Florida.
But then how? What am I? Am I saying that I'm in Florida?
No, just be in Florida, and I'll
Okay, so-
I'll be on a phone line 2,000.
Do you want me to start over?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
All right, so Ron and Don radio show. Reach out to us. Ron and Don, some realtors.
Yeah.
Ron, where are you?
I'm in Florida.
Hey, it's great to hear from you. What are you doing there?
My parents are having a big birthday soiree.
Oh, how old are they?
They're having a significant birthday.
How old?
80.
Oh, I thought 95.
Hey,
Your
come on
father
now.
looks 95.
Well, no.
Your
He's-
mother, on the other hand, she looks 45.
doesn't look a
How
day
did
over
Bob
45.
pull this off?
Yeah, Bob punched above his weight class
You
there.
got to
So
admit, Alice is ageless, and Bob has always looked like Bob. Your mom has already looked. This is the thing about your mom and dad. Your dad has always kind of looked old, but now he looks young compared to looking old. Your mom has always looked young, and now she still looks young.
you know what?
Does that make sense?
It does.
There's a compliment in there somewhere.
There is a compliment
Are you
in
afraid
there.
that they're listening right
No,
now?
I know they're listening. I know they're going to listen.
They're going to listen?
I do want to say, for a moment of sincerity, and we talked about this in
I
last
was
week's
being
show.
sincere, right? Just then. That's it. I'm out of sincerity.
In last week's show, we talked about this. I wanted to have a genuine moment about my mom and dad.
Okay.
And I think they've been married for decades now. It's admirable how long they've managed to stay married. Anybody that can do that, I have much respect for. But two things. I mean, a thing about my dad, a thing about my mom. My dad, and I don't know how he pulled this off, and the older I get, the more in awe I am of it, is he was so supportive with his time and was able to give so much time. He not only came to every sporting event I ever did, he came to almost every football practice that we had. And I don't know if you remember, because we had a track around our field. Don and I went to the same high school and played football, I think for 1 year, 2 years.
3 years.
4 years.
No,
7
3.
years we were in high school together.
Yeah.
But if you looked over on the sideline,
We had a great football team. You guys got smoked.
right. He would be at all the practices. So, I don't know how, thinking back on it now, I was sort of like, oh, there's my dad at practice again, watching me, play football. But it's like the time commitment to that and the dedication of doing that and still running the business that he ran and providing for our family is astonishing to me. So, I mean, I'm trying to think if I've ever told him this in person, so maybe he's going to hear this on the podcast. But I always am amazed and in awe that he did that, and it meant a lot to me to know that there were kids on the team that you never saw their dad. Like the whole season would go by, and you would never see their dad.
That's my dad.
At the game,
my dad was gone. You never see.
You never saw him at practice. You didn't see him at the awards banquet. He didn't wear the jersey. Like my dad had the gear and the kit. He'd come out and support everything.
Well, he's a referee too, right?
Was a referee, so his time commitment always awed me. And then the thing about my mom that I've always loved and love even more again as I've matured and grown older. And your mom's like this in some ways. She is so happy to be, or she's easily pleased. Like if you take her to a restaurant, she's thrilled. If we would go to Pike Place Market when she visits, she's and it's not a show. she's so amazed
She's
and
in the
enthralled,
moment. Yeah, Alice is in
and
the moment.
appreciative of, like, last time they were here, they wanted to go on the Ferris wheel. And I was like, let's do it. So you would have thought that it was like a personal visit with Prince Charles. Like, she had a ball. And I was like, I mean, it's nice. It's fun. Like, I enjoyed it, but
that's what's cool.
She's
and you can
so appreciative of that.
That's what's cool. You can live in the present, and you're not. And I notice this with older people too that aren't staring at their phones all the time. They really have a much better time of being present with people, and especially with their kids. And I heard someone say, think about your parents. And I've been thinking about my mom a lot lately as she gets older. And they think about how many more summers, how many more Christmases, how many more birthdays do you have with them? And you think about that with Bob and Alice. So this is a very important trip.
Yeah, so happy birthday to them.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying as a man to be more like both of them. I want to be generous with my time and support people with my time, because I'm always, whenever, you know this, if I go to a baseball game, like, I want to leave in the second inning. If I am at a party, I'm like, all right, I'm here, I'm out. And like, to just take the time, stop down.
Where do you go?
I don't know. It's not like I have somewhere better to go. I just am not generous with my time. And then to be like easily to stay in the moment and be like, this is actually great. Like, when you're having a great moment, to just do like my mother would do and be like, this is actually great. Like, where else would I want to be right here than right now?
I was kind of I was an okay football player, and I would come out for the coin toss, and your dad would sometimes rough my games.
How far could he throw a ball underhand?
He could.
Like 60 yards.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
And so I was the captain of our team, and he would say, O'Neill, so are we going to be growling? Are we going to be growling at people? Because I don't know why this is, but I would growl at people.
You not only growl.
And before I hit them and knock the snot out of them, I would growl to intimidate them. And I don't know anyone else but it was my thing, and I did it ever since I was a little boy. Because I heard that Mike Singletary did it for the Chicago Bears.
Well, then it's not your thing. It's Mike Singletary's thing.
So I did it, and I did it.
I think my dad called you on a couple late hits.
He did, and then he also let me know, O'Neill, there would be no favoritism just because you're good friends.
He told me about that. He's like, I had to hit O'Neill with a late hit. He goes, it was late.
That's good.
Like, the guy had been tackled. They'd called a new play.
It's amazing how fast your dad could run backwards.
Yeah,
he was quick.
He was a good ref.
Yeah, he was very good.
He almost went to the college level.
Yeah, he's a very good ref. Anyway, congratulations.
Happy birthday to them.
Bob and Alice. It's their birthdays, and how long they've been married now?
I think they've been, I don't want to make this up, at least 40 years.
Wow.
Maybe
it has to be longer.
Yeah, probably 45, 50 years now. I'll ask him.
Okay.
I don't remember these days.
They're your parents.
Right. What do I know?
All right, coming up, what are we talking about on the Ron and Don's?
Okay, so this next thing is a study that I just read, and I want us to both try it and then report back and see how
is this on sunbathing again?
Yes, in the nude.
Try that. All right, look out now. Don't forget, Ron and Don are licensed realtors. If you're going to buy a home, sell a home, or you just want to learn more about real estate, now is a great time to jump in, too, because the market, it's correcting a little bit. It's certainly not falling from the sky, but it's correcting. And as it corrects, this is a great time to jump in and to buy real estate. So if you're within the sound of our voice and you'd like us to help with life's biggest transaction, or you just want to ride around in a car and have some Starbucks and eat scones with Ron or myself, I'll bring along our dog Charlie. It'll be a lot of fun. In fact, you just did that.
I did. I've just been driving around. Hopefully we're going to put an offer in on a house. So It's been exciting to work with this family.
Yeah. We'd love to be a part of your biggest transaction. And all you have to do is reach out to Ron Upshaw at Windermere.com, Don O'Neill at Windermere.com. And you can also just go to ronanddon.com and all that info.
All right, I want to try an experiment with us. You might be doing this, so hear me out first before we agree to do it. But I want to see if you'll do this and I'll do this, and we can report back in a future show.
Right.
This is from the Washington Post. And basically the study that's been done is, and it's in the headline, people who spend more time outdoors lead more fulfilling lives. And the magic number, they say, is 120 minutes or more per week being outside. And so, and I don't know, the thing with you is I know that you go running. So I don't think I'm going to get you to back off of that. Technically...
Wait, I have to stop running?
No, they don't want to count that all towards your minutes.
Who doesn't want to?
The study doesn't want to.
Who is this?
This is a study from the Washington Post.
Okay, I'll listen and be open. What would you like me to do?
And so they say strolling
Okay.
out in nature.
I could go for a stroll.
Sitting by a lake.
Okay. How do you stroll?
You
through
stroll. You are strolling at like an 8-minute mile. That doesn't count. Or are they saying you're technically in the woods?
A little faster later.
But maybe it'll count. I'm wondering if we both try this.
You know, I'm going to be open to it. You like, instead of trail running, you'd like me to stroll.
Could you still do your run?
Yeah.
But could you do 120 minutes a week?
A week?
And you would have to do. We both have to stroll.
Let me ask you this.
We sit by a lake.
Let me ask you this. Can I run, and then at the end of the run, I could stroll.
Yeah.
At the end.
But if you just said,
Strolling.
hey,
I could do that.
If you're like, I already do 120 minutes, but it's all running.
No.
They're saying you have to have some time.
I want to if you're doing this, I'm doing this. We're going to do this together.
So
I'm going to stroll. So
let's go for the next.
So you're okay with that? Run, and then at the end, walk a little bit, and that's a stroll.
Right. So all you got to do is, what would that be? Like 15 extra minutes.
Everybody that's listening, if you're part of the Rondon Nation, jump in with us, and we're all going to go. We're all going to go strolling.
You can stroll,
and then we're going to report back.
You can sit out in the woods or sit by the lake.
What do you do when you're sitting by the lake? Can you
You're
fish?
not on your phone.
Can you fly a kite?
You could fly a kite. You could fish. Can
you read a book? Can you read a book?
Sure.
Okay.
You can't be on your phone.
You know what I like to do by a lake, and my son and I do? We like to skip rocks. Can we skip rocks?
That counts.
Do you skip rocks?
So those that got 2 to 3 hours in nature per week
2 to 3
were 20% more likely to be satisfied with their lives.
Yeah.
The benefits of physical health were even greater. Those who were outside at those benchmarks, 60% more likely to being in good health than people that are not spending the 120 minutes per week. And so they have a graph here. There's no significant more increase if you do 3, 4, or 5 hours. So the magic number, it jumps up if you're under 2 hours.
Why are you showing me a graph?
Because it's like a huge jump. And so it's 120 minutes.
Okay.
All right. And so
I love
and
that
again,
graph, and you show me the graph.
The graph is pretty impressive.
Because you think I wouldn't believe you?
It's 120 minutes, and so that's being in addition to your running.
What are you doing right now? Like how do you stroll?
What I did is
Can I get a video of you strolling?
We'll take a video if you want.
What's the difference between a stroll and a walk? That's what I like to know.
I don't know walking. What I do is I go.
I think you strut a little bit when you stroll.
You do.
I think there's strutting.
I'm in between two parks. I have Seahurst Park, which is about a 2-mile loop.
Okay.
You go down by the water, up into the woods, which is very isolated. Then you come back down to the water.
Okay.
Or I can go to Lincoln Park, and that one's about a 2.5-mile one. You go all the way down.
Nice parks.
Yeah, both nice parks.
Those are great parks.
And then you can climb up, and then you're walking through the woods on the way back.
I love those parks.
So those are my strolls.
Okay. How often are you going to stroll?
So I'm going to just try to get 120 minutes a week.
Really? Okay.
That's all you got to do. I don't think if you did it every day, that would be better. But I think if you just do it 30 minutes at a time or 15 minutes at a time, whatever you do, and then we're going to say overall satisfaction.
Yeah.
Life satisfaction. So that benchmarker right here.
Yeah.
120 minutes a week, and then we'll come in a couple of weeks. Let's come back, and see if we can get 120 per week.
Yeah,
and then see how our satisfaction.
What
feels.
if I'm outside with a sledgehammer?
Because I'm
demoing 4 houses I bought right now. Does that count?
That does not count.
No, that should count. I was outside today with a hacksaw in the pouring rain, which is not a great idea.
That is not a great.
It's electrical equipment.
You know what? I'll allow it for halftime.
That's not a stroll, but I'm outside with a hacksaw.
For every minute, we'll count it for 30 seconds.
I gotta. You should come do some demo work on one of my houses.
I'm good at demo. You see all the tools I got?
Instead of hiring people, my friend Joe and Scotty and some of our friends, we come over and I invite some people from the gym, and we just pull out saws, and we pull out jacks, and we pull out things with blades, and we have picks and axes.
This is not counting.
And we
as
just
nature
knock
time.
the hell out of it.
That is not nature time. No running and no demo.
No demo.
You got to be in nature, not on your phone, sitting by a lake, or strolling. Those are the rules.
Strolling and demo are
they're not the same thing.
Well, not the same thing, are they? Yeah.
We'll report back on overall life satisfaction.
Okay, we will.
In a couple weeks.
And you know what? When I don't go out and do those things, I start feeling anxiety and angst.
Yeah.
Because I made a decision about a year and a half ago, over 500 days ago, that I would take my fitness. I would get outside the big box gym. I'd take my fitness outside. Here is where it is hard to make sure that you stay committed to it, is when it starts raining when it starts snowing, when there's mud puddles everywhere, when it starts getting dark. And you know what you do? You go buy the gear, you adjust to it. If it's at night, then you start running or strolling with a tribe of people. Last year, what I did is I invited 3 of my friends to come every Tuesday night. We go to Discovery Park. We would strap on our headlamps. We'd run to the lighthouse, and we would make an adventure out of it. So, and it doesn't mean you got to run. You can stroll. But I think something happens to your spirit, your heart, your endorphins when you make that appointment with yourself to get outside, put your phone away, and connect with nature. There's something supernatural about it. So there really is. What are your thoughts? RonandDon.com. We'll see you on the other side of it.
You should buy a shirt. It's the Ron and Don Nation t-shirt. $5 goes toward helping kids. It's cops helping kids. Find out more at RonandDon.com. You're listening to the Ron and Don Show on the Ron and Don Radio Network. RonandDon.com.
I don't know what it is. 2 people now in trouble, indicted. Do you know it's a felony to walk in a store and open up a tub of ice cream and lick a tub of ice cream and videotape it and put the lid back on and then put it back in the freezer?
That seems like it should be a felony.
People have been doing this for some reason. A 17-year-old girl was arrested, and now 36-year-old man. And this is what I don't get. This is what I don't understand. It's Bonnie Bell ice cream.
It has to be Bonnie Bell?
They're licking Bonnie Bell, and they are licking Rocky Road. And I don't know about you.
Same ice cream every time?
Yeah, it's Rocky Road. And I don't know about you, but Rocky Road is really one of the worst ice cream ideas that anybody has ever come up with, because it's basically, isn't it chocolate ice cream and then there's marshmallows in there? And the only thing that goes with a marshmallow, only thing that goes with a marshmallow is another marshmallow. They've taken marshmallows, they put that in cereal, that didn't work out too well. You take a marshmallow and you put that on a s'more, and you don't want a s'more anymore. I don't know about you. I want a graham cracker. I want a bar of milk chocolate, and then I'm done. I don't need a sticky marshmallow in there somewhere to screw things up.
If you say vanilla, I'm coming over this table. If you say vanilla, before you open your mouth to say vanilla, you think about it.
Right.
It cannot be.
Do you really want to know?
I really want to.
Do you promise?
If it's vanilla,
do you promise not to laugh at me?
Sure, but if you say vanilla, I'm going to laugh.
I did this last night, and I've been remodeling a rental property with a friend of mine, and we got done late last night.
Wanted some ice cream.
It was 10:13, and I began to ask myself, I just wonder if the local yogurt store is open in my neighborhood up on Queen Anne, because I think
another one.
I think they clean.
This is the do-yourself with the little bins.
And I used to work in one. This can't be yogurt, TCBY, this country. And I like going in there because I really know how to pour that yogurt.
You're really good at making the loop.
I'm great at it, because back in 15, when I was 15 years old, I managed a store like this.
In 1953.
Yeah. So anyway, I went by the store. It said open, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get to go in there and have my favorite ice cream ever. And I know that you're not going to understand this or connect with this. It's called Peppa the Pig ice cream.
Peppa?
Do you know who Peppa the Pig is?
No.
Peppa the Pig is a television show that I was forced to watch when my son was about 4 years old. And when they're watching Peppa the Pig, they're also
flavored ice cream?
They're also watching The Wiggles. And one of the reasons why I would probably never have another child is because I don't want to have to watch The Wiggles again. If you've watched The Wiggles, if you've had to sit through The Wiggles.
Worse than Barney?
You know what I'm talking about. In The Wiggles, these 4 men, they did this for 20 years, and then they passed on their songs to someone else. And now there's another troupe out doing it. They have made tens of millions of dollars. In what 4-year-olds love them around the world. Around the globe.
O'Neill. What is the flavor of this pig ice cream?
You know what?
Is it peppermint?
It's kind of a watermelonish. It's pink, and it's kind of watermelonish.
But it's a yogurt,
cotton candy. It's kind of a cotton candy. Peppa the Pig was.
Then what are your toppings?
Well, I go in there.
This is your favorite ice cream.
It is. I put some Heath Bar on there. I'm going to add some almonds on there.
All right.
And then I put the chocolate on there that immediately freezes.
The shell.
I put the chocolate shell on there, and then just for fun, I always reach in. I grab one cherry. I put the cherry on. I was sitting there, and I think this was just last night, 2 nights ago. And I'm sitting in my rig. Charlie's sitting next to me. It's about 10:17 at night. Took me about 4 minutes to put together this ice cream dish. I was the happiest man in the world. in the out of all 7 billion people on the planet,
That was
there
your
was
jam.
no one. And so if I was going to get caught,
I'm trying to think of this
and
flavor
commit a
combo.
felony and do real hard time, you wouldn't catch me licking Bonnie Bell ice cream out of the tub. You would see me at Menchie's with my mouth under the Peppa the Pig lever, and I'd be pouring that stuff right into my gut. So, what about you? If you're going to commit a felony and get in some real trouble for licking some ice cream and putting it back in the freezer, what would it be?
Molly Moon's Molly's favorite.
Yes!
Is a pretty good sundae.
Yes.
I have to get the small or I will do some damage. Ice cream's my jam right now. I've been eating too much ice
It's
cream.
always been your jam.
It always
When was it not your jam?
Well, I when I lost all the weight, I was able to harness
Oh, you were.
and not have ice
But
cream.
you look great.
I know I'm up a little bit. I'm up about 5 pounds. I got to drop about 5. But yeah, the ice
Could
cream
be the ice cream.
Could be the ice cream. Molly Moon's. Molly, if you're listening,
My
love
son
that
and I
Molly's
go
favorite.
there. One time for his birthday a couple of years ago, he got a Molly Moon card. He thinks that that's a Molly Moon credit card, and he can go in there for the rest of his life and get free Molly Moon ice cream. And I haven't had the courage yet to tell him at some point the free ice cream at about 39 years of age is probably going to run out. So anyway. What would you lick and do a real hard time? I'm talking ice cream. Go to ronanddon.com, drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget, Ron and Don, licensed realtors powered by Windermere. So if you're thinking about buying or selling, now is a great time. As the market corrects, now is a great time to own a piece of real estate in the great Pacific Northwest. Reach out to us, Ron Upshaw at Windermere, Don O'Neill at Windermere, and all that information is up at ronanddon.com too. All right. You have a great week. Don't forget, the Ron and Don Show drops every Monday, and there's all kinds of ways that you can listen to it, right, Ron?
Yeah, you can find us on Apple. Subscribe and rate us. We're on Spotify. We're on Google Play. We're on Anchor if you want to sponsor the show. And then you can also sign up for the weekly newsletter at ronanddon.com.
You keep your head up and your shoulders back. We'll see you here next week. It's the Ron and Don Show. ronanddon.com.